Give it a few seconds. Let it get started. That's right, that's there. Oh, there it is. It's popped up now. There we are. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, where is pop out chat? There we go. Everything's good. Everything's going. Yeah. Lovely. We're finally to it. We're finally back on our quest to get to the Gerudo. I'm just gonna grab this this shrine here. It's just kind of sitting in the middle of nowhere. Just waiting for someone to run on over and take it. Hey there, Shiny Hunting Shiny Mew. Welcome back. Oh man, I'm excited for this weekend. I'm probably actually going to do a live stream of the Splatfest because why not? That's gonna be fun. It's a nice little quick demo. I know, Tom Chippy. I'm sorry. I put on the most recent Game Grumps Paper Mario video. I'm like, I'll have time. And then I looked and I was like, oh wait, no, I don't have time. And then at the end, I sped it up a bit, but it's still ended up going a little bit over. I had everything set up on time. I'll give myself that. But oh man, this weekend is going to be full of fun things. I remember this one. Let's see. On the move. Okay, so just gonna. Oh yeah, that's how it's done. Now that was just barely enough. That was lovely. I can't believe I pulled that off with that little spin there. Let's see what we got. That turd just pushed the ball. I'm curious if there's another way to do this other than arrows. I don't think there is. No. I'm gonna use ice arrows just because I happen to have much more of these. I don't. And they get expended anyways when they hit stuff, so it's not like I feel bad for not being able to collect it. You ditched everyone, Shiny Hunting Shiny Mew. I'm glad that my stream was that worth it. Okay, I think, yeah, this next area is the one with the lasers. I remember this area. That's right, and that's where the chest is, too. I'm gonna do this the somewhat slow way. Actually, there's not really a way to do it that way. Okay, so I'll just do the stasis way. I may as well try to grab the chest while I'm at it. No. Grab the chest. Thank you. No! Darn it. Oh, wow. You have been busy, Tom Chippy. Yeah, I was slightly disappointed with the Of the Wild set until I found out you can dye it. You can dye the Of the Wild set to any of the normal dye colors. So I was like, oh, that's actually a really cool thing for them to actually do for it. gonna grab this now. I ended up dyeing mine greener because it's more traditional Zelda green at that point, and it has a more saturated yellow on the sleeves. And I'm trying to think, the closest I've gotten to 100%ing any Zelda games, wrong. Like, the closest I've gotten to it is probably Majora's Mask, where I got all the masks. But I have not done anything other than that. Yeah, you can dye the tunic. You can dye it white, you could dye it, like, bright blue. Yeah, when you dye it green, it becomes, like, a very bright green. I don't know if I have anything to show that shade in here. It's kind of, I guess, like an intermediary color on the Korok mask. Like, one of the colors in there, towards the middle maybe, it's a pretty bright with a really bright yellow for the sleeves. Kind of a golden yellow, though. Almost like the tip of an Endura shroom. I just ate that because I wanted to show it instead. Oops. But, yeah. It's definitely pretty cool. Where was my climbing hat? There it is. Yeah, go over here. Oh, that was easy enough. But yeah, it's, But yeah. I do wish the arm sleeves also became green, but I still like that it has kind of the retro Zelda look to it, where it has, like, the super short, like, shorts on it, and it's got the yellow sleeves. But yeah. Oh, you get a cool symbol in there? Oh, I need to do that at some point, I guess. I remember when I first played Majora's Mask, I was like, how do you get the Fierce Deity mask? Saw how and was like, nope. Nope. Not happening. And then not only that, but the side quests to, like, turn everything in were just so hard. I was not doing it. I'm like, I'm not going to spend forever getting this mask. It was just like, it's not worth it. So I gave up on that when I did my first playthrough of the game. But then, when I got 3D, I was like, well, I should at least try this time to get that. Let's see, I'm pretty close to the area where my Wolf Link died once. I think it was actually that platform, maybe. Probably not use. There we go. I think it was that platform up there. It was fighting a Bokoblin, and my Wolf Link jumped at it, knocking the Bokoblin off of the platform, but falling down with it. It was fishing was the hardest. I'm trying to remember if I was that good at fishing. I don't think I was. It definitely takes some getting used to. Oh, there's the thing. I'm like, where is this? And oh, it's just. Wait, I could get it through there. Yeah. Let's try and. There we go. Nestle that in there. Oh, look, a Korok. Wow, I didn't expect that to happen. Okay. Here's a spot that I can climb up to. I think I should be able to climb up through there. Oh, I should mention, I finished the Master Trials on my, like, main playthrough of this. It took me a while. It wasn't too tricky once I figured out, like, once I knew how many rooms there were. It definitely got easier. Whoa. I am kind of sad because they said, you know, anything can happen in here, not necessarily like what happens in the real world. I was hoping for like a form of Ganon or something random to be the end of it. Like that's the final fight. Like that would have been crazy, but yeah. The the new story plus mechanic in Wind Waker HD is that of the original, where it would overwrite your account. So yeah. I mean, the new story plus, like the, or not the new story plus. Okay, the I guess the plus of it, not really a hard mode necessarily, unless you choose that. I think in Wind Waker HD, but like you'd get the invisible tunic, where you just stay in your old outfit. Yeah, you just have to save your ancient arrows, and then everything's really easy. Bye. But yeah, saving your ancient arrows is the way you beat the Master Trials. You keep them in your in like you want to have several, and then the two things that help the most with the end of those trials is getting a lot of wood from the trees that are in the like kind of break areas. You can get like 40 or 50 bundles of wood, and then you just use sets of 4 of those to make updrafts, and then you just use those to get into slow-mo or to get into better positions. Use those in the icy areas to melt things, without wasting too much of your other equipment, like your flame spear and stuff like that, or your fire arrows. So it just ends up being a super useful budgeting system. And that's also what I used to get the updraft in the final room and kill off the Lionel. But then after that, the major thing I did to take out all those bokoblins is use that blizzard rod that they give you in the icy floors. That blizzard rod is an insta-kill to all of the bokoblins in that last room. Like, guaranteed, you use it, and then a giant cloud comes out, and everything that gets touched by it dies. It's wonderful. It took like 3 swings of that to clear off all the bokoblins after I finished off the Lionel with an ancient arrow. And then, yeah, I just focused down everything else. I'm like, that can't be the last floor. Like, doing it knowing that it was a later floor, I was able to do way too easy, like do all that way too easily. Why is there a fairy here? I've never seen a fairy outside of a fairy fountain. Well, hey there, little guy. I'm gonna catch you. Come here. Oh, I hate how fairies like run away from you in this game. That's my biggest issue with it. Fairies run away, so you have to sneak up on them, but it's hard to get them because they rarely come low enough for you to grab them while you're sneaking. Just gonna search this so that it's no longer a prompt. Got it. I was like, I wanted to make sure that it was within my jumping range. Nice. Shockulous Alphos. That's not something I want to deal with. I believe this way is how... Oh! Another one. Are they saying that this used to be a fairy fountain or something? Like somewhere in this area there used to be one? Because I know there isn't one in here. But there's a lot of fairies here. Oh. Hey, bud. Free Korok. Yeah, it definitely feels like this area used to be a fairy fountain or something in this game. Like, but something happened where it's no longer a fairy fountain, because there's water here in a generally arid area. There's some central things, and there's fairies everywhere, so it's a bit suspicious. Yeah, this is the main entrance, I think. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I want that Swift Violet. Come back here. I died twice, I think. Maybe, no, I died 3 or 4 times on the final trial, so a few times to the Bokoblin, like the Stau Bokoblin swarm on horseback. From, like, the 4th floor. In the Thundery area. And then I died on the last floor. That was the next, like, that was, like, I died a few times on the early floors just because of stupid issues, where I just kept hitting myself with my own bombs or things like that. That was a fast-paced, hard landing. Let's see, I'm gonna set up a different thing to search for. There we go. Now I can actually see where the Divine Piece to place to go is. In the Gerudo areas. But yeah, I think I died most on the beginning ones. Then the middle trials in that wind tunnel area. That one screwed me over so many times. And then a few times in the final stuff. There were a few rage quits in there for all but the beginning trials. Like, the beginning trials, when I died, I was like, okay, well, that sucked, but I know what I need to do. And so I just went back in and did it, and completed it. But on the other trials, it was like, it's just rage-inducing when I would fail in some minor way and be punished so hard by the game. Oh, free peppers. Nice. What we got here? We got a torch. I'm not saving your friends right now. Hey, Cass. Yes, your poor friends. See, there's a piece of fun there. That's something nice. And up there, there's rush rooms and stuff, but I don't need those right now. Just gonna go straight to the desert. Why not? Actually, I don't think I have anything to make it cooler. I should probably do that first. Because, actually, no, it's gonna be night soon. The desert's gonna start cooling down. Oh. There's so many fake dragonflies here, that's right. Like, they look like they're real dragonflies, but no. They're fake. Ooh, hydromelon. This resilient fruit can flourish even in the heat of the desert. The hydrating liquid inside provides a cooling effect when cooked and increases your heat resistance. Ah, I missed. Yeah, I'm like, the desert's gonna start cooling down now. I can get to the oasis really easily. So I gotta run on the path. I should probably have tried to go the Spectacle Rock way and gotten the tower and the map here, but I'll do my own thing, I guess. Running on the desert path. Yeah. They have a little call out for if a character has a quest for you. Because they didn't want people to be like, where are all the quests? And like talking to people several times and stuff like that. Well, oh, I gotta have our nice, oh, we're here kind of look. Oh man, here it comes. Yell yay. Yay! Is that yelly enough? Is that yelly enough for you, Harvok? Ah, yes. The Naboris is so elegant and wiggly. It's actually one of my favorite ones when you're on it because it walks in the circle. And you get to like watch as the desert moves in the circle, but it's also one of the ones where it's easiest to tell that you are not in the same environment, that you are loaded up into another kind of mini world, because there's so many things that you're moving past. You're like, that doesn't look anything like it used to. That was good enough. I'm glad. Let's see, where is... There's a memory here. Somewhere. Oh, right there. Okay. So I'm going to activate this. Because why not? So I'm going to mute myself. Yay, memories. That's when Zelda starts to respect Link. Because he saved her. As is his job. Oh, I missed the one I wanted to hit. Ah, and I almost hit the one I also wanted to hit. Yeah, you have to get really good at timing things, like dodges and shields against the Thunderblight. Because it's just like poof, 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 and then it hits you. So I think I should be able to take the quick way up here. Just go straight on up. I'm really tempted to see. Oh, they don't have any effects happen when you those. Oh no, my arrow went through it. Bye, arrow. That's okay. There's arrows are pretty cheap in the actual town itself, so I'm just gonna climb straight up here and see if I can get. Am I not allowed to get it yet? Or is the guy only up here at a certain time? Maybe I have to have tried to go to the town. I don't know. See if there's anyone here with like a side quest of it. I will take one arrow. Get my arrow back. Man, the wares in this area is so much less than the town. Like, there's just nothing here. Okay, gonna make sure night has fully settled in. Now let's take a look. If not, I'm gonna go straight to the actual town and then back. I like that you can like hear the divine beast here in the background occasionally doing its stompy stomp. It's crazy to think the divine beasts that you see here are literally half their actual size. It's so crazy. Like, the fact that they are twice that size when you're actually in them. So you're seeing them at half scale and they're already so massive looking. Just blows my mind. They did a really good job with them. Anyways, Volt Fruit. Cacti found in the Gerudo Desert bear this sweet fruit. It's naturally insulated, so when cooked into a dish, it provides resistance against electricity, because that is how insulation works. You know, you insulate against electricity, and now you just, like, if you throw a wire into a pie, like an electrical wire, and just cut off the ends, throw it into a pie, you have an insulating pie. That'll definitely increase your electrical resistance. Ow. That was painful. Wow, what a turd. Okay. Do not have much food, so I'm just gonna eat this. Go away. I missed. Yeah. I'm gonna go fetch that arrow that I left back there. Jesus, there's so many keys. Man, I do have one here, so I'll just get rid of that and pick up another one. Yeah, that's the biggest thing, is the second pack we're all kind of stuck hoping. I really want a classic style of dungeon, somewhere in there with like a traditional style boss. Like, I'd love to see a returning boss in this art style, like something like Goma, or like King Dodongo, or just a Dodongo. I'd like to see Dodongo's return. Like, there's a lot of things I'd like to see return, so I'm really hoping that the second DLC pack can flesh that out a bit. It would be extremely cool if the second pack's big thing. That's right, I don't have full health anymore, so don't shoot those. Oh, the Zalphos arm. The arm of Estella Zalphos that continues to struggle even in death. It can be used as a weapon, but it's very brittle. You can feel it wriggling when you strap it to your back. I don't need that, though. Do I have any reason to have that boomerang? Okay, it's stronger than this. That's a good reason. But yeah, I'd love to see a classic dungeon. Just because, like, while these ones were unique and interesting ideas, they were lacking that, like, traditional vibe of each one's unique and cool. And oh, that's not a sand seal. I thought that might be a sand seal. That is Ayla Zalphos. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, I'm definitely hopeful to see something new, and the coolest thing they could do with the DLC pack would be, of course you can feel it wriggling, Tom Chippy, of course you can. But the coolest thing they could do is expand the map in a direction. Like, you can see there's a mountainside here, and here. Like, there's things that poke in, but are surrounded by a giant pit. So it'd be cool if they expanded the map in some way, or something like that. Like, if you leave the area that you're in when you're doing a, one of the master trials, like if you leave those rooms, there's a massive empty field outside, which feels to me like it could be something like they're building a new area in that field, which would be really cool to see. You go to another area or outside of Hyrule, or an area of Hyrule that just was not in this one somehow. Like, if they made the map bigger, that would be insane. And that would definitely be really cool. Because the one thing this game doesn't do that pretty much every other Zelda did was it expanded the world. There's always a world expansion thing that you did. Whether it was... Alright. That was a decent spot for that. But, like, they always expanded the things. You can't really leave them. You have to, like, I think it was something has to knock you out of them. Ow. that was painful. But, like, you have to get pushed through the walls, if that makes any sense. And then outside of those walls, if you go out the right walls and the right trials, there's an empty field that is absolutely massive. It's just like... I mean, there's not even much grass there. That's pretty long. Oh, not what I wanted to do. There we go. Yay, I opened that and got another barrel. Oh man, now I can't remember what sentence I was saying, if I didn't finish it or if I did. What was I saying? Oh, I need to be using my magnesis for this. But yeah, I feel like they're gonna do something either with that area, or that area was just a beta element that's not really in use at all, that they happen to build the Master Trials next to. But yeah, I'm definitely curious to see what this second pack will do. Okay, well, that's off. Over here. The only spot for this is to go here. Not like that. But if I didn't finish the full thought... Oh! Yes, thank you, Tom Trippy, for that quote. Okay, so they always had some way to expand the world, whether it was through going between two worlds, or by traveling through time to change what world, or what the world was like, and even kind of in Majora's Mask's sense of resetting the world each time, like things like that. Yes, I get distracted by puzzles sometimes. Sorry if I upset your OCD. But thank you so much for helping to guide me back to that thought. Oh wait, I need this. This is useful. This will come in handy. But yeah, they always have some method of manipulating the world. Like Majora's Mask, you travel back those 3 days to start them over again. You know, a link between worlds and a link between, or in a link to the past. You have the dark world / low roll mechanic. Ocarina of Time, you have the 7-year time travel of putting in the Master Sword. Just things like that. And, I need to have that one. I need to have that one. Ooh. What? What? Okay, now it's on. Oh. Keep shocking myself off things. Oh, because I have a Thunderblade now. I don't need a Thunderblade. I don't like that anymore. Okay. Up. Forward. Okay. There we go. Now everything's set up. But yeah, they always had a world changing and shifting mechanic to them, and this one is the only one that really lacks that right now. But the world is massive. But that was the biggest thing most Zelda games had, was they had 2 worlds, so to speak. Even Twilight Princess, to a degree, had that 2-world mechanic. Wind Waker didn't do it as much, but there was a somewhat 2-worldy mechanic where you could go down under the sea to the castle down there, but that was about it. But yeah, like, this game doesn't really have that map expanding mechanic, even conceptually. Outside of, there is the past, but you don't do anything there. It's all through memories. Like, that was the biggest thing that they did. It was a good way to save on hardware, was instead of creating 2 fully fledged worlds in a lot of the games, they just shifted assets around in the same world. And that led to really creative things and fun things that people love and cherish to this day. I think this is the guy. You spying?
What? No, I'm not a spy. I'm a merchant. I may not look like it, but I'm actually the leader of a caravan. I've traveled all the way here, but this town doesn't let men go in. So that's why I had to,
Are you spying?
It's research. Yeah. And think what you want, but I've finally found some key info on how to sneak into Gerudo Town.
Give it to me.
Will allow me to share with you my heroic tale. It's been close to a week now. The guards have kicked me out more times than I can count. I almost gave up hope. However, I have learned only recently of a man who slipped into this well-guarded town. I heard that this man is frequently traveling between Karakara Bazaar and Gerudo Town. I've been waiting here, trying to spot him as he travels.
Okay, there's sand seals over here. I'm like, oh no, do not attack them. Jump towards them. Yeah, I remember that theory, and I was like, that would be interesting, but I want something that continues this story more so than goes back and does stuff in the past. Wow, they are very skittish right now. Just gonna slowly march towards them. See if I can get up there. Though, saying that it takes place after the fact doesn't necessarily mean that it takes place in the present. Because if you have a time travel mechanic, a good way to hide that mechanic is to say, well, I mean, the story takes place after this, because, well, it does. The time travel is happening after you complete this game. So, you could hypothetically say it that way. Just kind of hide the fact that there's a time travel mechanic, even though there really is one. I just got my sand seal now. Not really a sand walrus, but they needed to make seal puns in this game, so they chose sand seals. But that's both my favorite and least favorite thing about this game is the seal puns. Well, I mean, the true ending idea, it's like we did get an ending here, in a vein similar to a lot of past Zelda games. The major thing it's doing for us is it's giving us further conclusion and further content to it, to allow us to kind of have more closure, I guess. I consider the game's ending in here kind of the true ending, and anything that we get through the DLC is something as a plus. Like, you know, if you look at Ocarina of Time and you look at Majora's Mask and stuff like that, they all have very open endings. Like, they end and it's kind of open. And we had a similar sense of this ending's kind of open. So I'm curious to see what they do with it. Anyways, oh my, what a lovely young lad you are. Do you need something from me? What's that? You heard about a man who snuck into Gerudo town? Oh, I don't know anything about him. Sorry, I couldn't be more help. You're making my cheeks... You're making my cheeks warm looking at me like that. You're very beautiful. Oh, such a nice thing to say. And I'm sure you'd agree that those clothes... Oh, or that these clothes only help my looks, right? Now that I think about it, this style would look quite fetching on you. I'd have to charge you, of course, but I bet people would see you completely differently if you wore them. 600 rupees. I don't have enough right now. Oh dear, that's too bad. Let me know if you change your mind. I can see your beard, Villia. It's a very nice beard. Just gonna... Where is you? Oh, there you are. You can tell that they're also Hylian because their ears kind of poke out in the thing, and I don't think, do Gerudo have pointy ears in this? I don't know. I don't remember. Gerudo, hey. They do have pointy ears, never mind. So the Gerudo are more similar to Hylians than I had first thought. Okay, I need to sell stuff anyways, so let's go to a merchant. One of the things I kind of wish they did is made it so that merchants would buy things for you, or from you at more expensive prices. I do have some expensive things. Buy my stuff! Let's see, what do we got? I know we have some precious gems. Got a lot of amber. But we also have a lot of Lizalfos and Moblin bits. So I'm just gonna all of them. 156 ain't bad. That's a start. I got a Lionel hoof. That is a thing I could sell. I don't want to because those are actually quite valuable. I don't use Octoballoon, so take 80 for that. I don't want to sell too many of my gems and such because they are valuable to me. I love them. Let's see, about 10 of these. That should be just below where we need to be. I actually sold them all anyways. Whoops. Okay, and then I can just sell a couple of these. No, do not sell all of them, just 2. There we go. I save my expensive things for the process of making jewelry if needed. but jewelry is also somewhat expensive. What are you doing, Link? I want to run up here. Not climb up rocks. Yes, Cheems. Nothing looks nicer than rosy Cheems, flush with embarrassment. Embarrassment. Here we are. Okay. I just want to buy your outfit. Just let me buy. Let me buy it. I will take it. And I'll have 5 rupees at the end when I have this outfit and have dyed it red, as I usually do. The theme song for when you get this outfit. You look adorable. Oh, I'm trying to kill myself, clearly, with my own saliva. Just as I thought. You make for quite a good-looking gal. That's a traditional Gerudo outfit. It's such a striking look around here that I doubt anyone would even suspect that you're a man. On top of that, it breathes so well, it's sure to keep you, or to help you deal with the desert heat. At least a little. I'm so glad I was able to help you out. If you're free to grab something to eat sometime, keep me in mind. I saw that video. Make sure you watch out for the wind. I think mine has a prettier pattern in the blue than that pinkish purple shade. But I am going to go to Ateno real quick. Dye this red as I do, as I usually do, and have a nice thing. I forgot to have my fun images, my fun little sprites on the side in some previous streams. I completely forgot about them. I had them invisible. They were there in spirit, but only in spirit. Or I guess in code, but only in code. If you want to get technical. I'm trying to find a decent thing to take a picture of to make another sprite like my most recent one, because I've been doing it where I use the same song twice in a row and then I switch songs, and I'm currently using a Pikmin song and I want the Pikmin song to be more natural looking things, and to do more natural looking things I have to have pictures of natural things. And that slug that I made was based on a picture I actually took of a slug, and I need to find something else, but a lot of small things like that tend to move too quickly. And larger things, well, they tend to be too difficult to sprite in their complexity. But I'll see what I can find. Let's go look at these colors. I haven't seen all of them, because I went straight for purple, I believe. These are okay. Yeah, mine was this color. But in this case, I'm getting red. Because I always get red. What do we got? Oh, I did get a ton of spicy peppers that I do not need. Let's take these peppers and dump them in a vat with me. Yeah, look at that. It feels wonderful. Now, I just want to see, even though I cannot enter town like this. Wow, it looks so I look lovely. But yeah, because this outfit relies on me having all of it on. There we are. Okay, back I go. And because I got the shrine right there, I can just go straight over to it. Oh man, this has been... It's been pretty to the point, I'd say, so far. Just kind of nice. I did one thing, I went and did another. But, I'm gonna be in town soon. You're gonna have towny things to do. Gonna have to stop the Giga Clan. Epic. That lovely young lady is just my type. Still spying? Oh, no, of course not. I'm just investigating. This exchange feels incredibly familiar to me. Loser. Oh, hey there. Just gonna... Hey. What? No. No, I'm not a Vo. Okay. Yeah, I read a fascinating paper someone made. Like, legitimately, like, this is how people who study linguistics write papers. I saw a paper on the Gerudo language in this game and what people know of it, because I was trying to find a good name for my horse. And man, it was just the most fascinating paper. It says 3 bundles, 20 each. Okay, so a few things. I just like to sell. What do we got to sell here? We got... I'm just gonna sell one of these. There we go, now I have money. Pick up these. But yeah, it was really fascinating just because it really went in detail on like how things, like how the language works and its structure as far as we can tell. It was fascinating. I'll have to see if I can find that paper again. But we've got a cutscene here, so I'll look for that while that's going. Yes, it's Riju.
Yet another traveler. How did you get in here? Oh. Seems you have something rather interesting there.
Okay, I'm back. I just found the paper pretty quickly. Gonna copy and paste the link to that into the chat. It's pretty cool. I'll probably put it in the description on the video that comes up after this all is done with the stream. But yeah, it's really fascinating and really cool. And it was how I was able to find the structuring of Gerudo words, and I was able to make a really cool name, Orasaba, for my horse. So yeah, definitely worth checking out. It is, you stand before Lady Riju, chief of the Gerudo. Declare your business, but come no closer. Hold on, Buliara. This one appears to be more than a common traveler. You there, what is your name? Link. And what is it you've come all the way here to tell me, Link? I can call him Naboris. So that's a... Oh, I've done it 3 times, so if I don't, you know, something's wrong. See, the only ones who could ever control them were the champions like Lady Urbosa, and all of the champions died in the calamity 100 years ago. Buliara, memory just jumped into my head. Something my mother spoke of. When the calamity happened, the princess of Hyrule placed a fallen swordsman into a deep sleep. That swordsman, much like our new friend here, was named Link, though it always seemed more legend than fact. What of this device on... what of the device on this one's hip? It appears to be a precious relic of the Sheikah. I can't imagine they would give something so valuable to a simple drifter, can you? I don't remember ever hearing of Hylian Vi among the champions. Wait a moment. You're a Vo! A Vo within our walls is a great crime. But a Vo who is a champion... Well, we'd never mistreat a friend of Lady Urbosa. And if you're here to help us with Naboris, then we are allies. You saw it on your way to our town. Divine Beast Van Naboris, cloaked in a massive sandstorm, hurling lightning at any who dare approach. We have to do something to stop it, but we have yet to find our way to we have yet to find any way to appease the Divine Beast on our own. If you truly are a champion, perhaps you will be able to enter Naboris and calm its anger. Lady Riju, I don't see how you can trust a complete stranger with something as important as this task. Perhaps if this person were to first prove his worth by recovering your stolen Thunder Helm? Ah yes, an interesting suggestion. You see, there is only one thing in all of Hyrule that can withstand the lightning from Naboris. The Thunder Helm, a family heirloom and relic of the Gerudo. But as Buliara said... or as Buliara says, it was stolen from us. You needn't worry, Lady Riju, if he truly is a champion. This should be an easy task for him. Our soldiers can tell you all you need to know about the thieves who stole Lady Riju's heirloom. Head through this arch. It will lead you to the barracks. Then seek out Captain Teak and ask for a full report. Without my heirloom, you'll never be able to approach Naboris. You know, I take heart in having such a rare visitor as yourself. Lady Urbosa must be looking out for us. Goodbye, Riju. Bye. So, who wants to give me info? Anything? Wow. That did not give me any info. There's Teak. I'm like, completely forgetting that Teak was the one I had to look for. It's like, hey, random person. What are you doing in here? This is the barracks for the chief's guards, not a place for tourists to gather. We're on high alert after the recent theft, so you should clear out. What? Buliara sent you? My apologies. I'm the officer in charge of the soldiers, Captain Teak. The chief's heirloom was stolen by thieves belonging to the Yiga clan the other day, so everyone is on edge. We've determined that the Yiga's hideout is in Karusa Valley, but the soldiers are all exhausted, so I was just thinking about requesting some extra help. Hey everyone, listen up. This Hylian Vi has agreed to help us, so offer any information you can. Consider yourself a part of our unit. If you have any questions, my troop will be happy to help. Well. I know it's there now, so that's all I really needed. So I am going to head over to here where you can rent sand seals. Vasak! Then look. You must be the Hylian Frelly was talking about. My name is Com. I'm Frelly's mother. We run a shop where we rent out sand seals. If you plan on crossing the desert, you'll need a sand seal. It may seem unlikely, but we're actually a thriving business. It's so easy for a customer to get the hang of it. All you have to do is just stand on your shield and let the sand seal pull you along. Of course, our sand seals have all been trained. They're much easier to handle than the sand seal you'd find in the wild. If you're in need, just let me know. I would like one. It's only 20 rupees to rent one. What do you say? Let's seal the deal. What? Is that how young people talk now? I wonder if it's just a thing outside Gerudo Town. It's not. It's in Gerudo Town too, I think. I don't know. I guess most of the puns do come from Link. But I am going to head up towards where I need to go for this. And then after I get up there, I will be ending the stream, as my goal for the stream has been met, being getting to the Gerudo and getting started with the Gerudo. The tower is not too far, but it's pretty tricky to get to with what I've got now. I might be able to. Let's find out. Let's put on my climbing gear. And normal Highland trousers. Whoa! Oh, I hear something going. Here we are. Oh, come on. Whew. Got out of there. So yeah, you see how this one is a tricky one to get to, but so I do have a flame blade. But I don't have enough wood. Wait. I have a couple peppers. I have a couple peppers. Best thing about peppers in this game, a single pepper will create an updraft. They made a little bowl there. I think they did that on purpose. Let's find out. It's not much, but it's a start. Come on. I can do this. Okay, so I may not be able to climb this. Well, is there a better spot that I could get up to with a pepper jump, or it's just not happening right now? There's a path that spirals up a little bit, but that doesn't go all the way up. Looks like there's a spot not too high up here. Be helpful if I climbed up starting here. Okay, well, I'm not gonna go after this tower then. It's not happening right now. I don't have enough even with the jumps I can do with the help of Rivali and his lovely Gale. I still can't really get up there. So I'll just have to head more directly, I guess, to the Yiga clan hideout. It's pretty much straight north of here, but there's a large cliff face there, so I'll just kind of go over to here. And around. I should, without jumping much, be able to get pretty far up this, and then a jump would secure it, but by the looks of it, I won't need to. Here we are. Some doggos. Yeah, the path kind of works its way up to there, and then there's a lot of enemies on that path. If you go the normal route to that tower, I don't remember what I did in my own. I think I used Rivali's Gale and stamina foods to get most of the way up it. Yeah, that looks like a spot I can stand. There we are. And I think just over this way is where the actual canyon itself is that I am looking for. It looks like I'm right. Yeah, that is the entrance to the canyon. So I'm just going to glide on over, and then I'm going to head out once I get to the canyon itself. Alrighty. Gliding in this game is like the most useful thing. It's so nice. Comes in handy so much. Yep, here we are. Starting to see Yiga clan stuff here.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Oh, gotta put on warm pants. Here we are. What a lovely place this is. It actually is kind of beautiful with like the nice stripy rock formations on the edges of the canyon. It's got an ominous but a somewhat beautiful kind of look to it. Don't you hurt my electric Saflina. Anyways, electric Saflina. This medicinal plant grows abundantly in Gerudo Desert. Its peculiar fibers conduct electricity, which will increase your electricity resistance when cooked into a dish. No? Okay, there's all the rocks. Nice job, guys. You pushed some rocks at me. Also, little spots where like sand kind of pours off. Yeah, this area right here is just, it's so pretty. The sound design in here is just really nice. Just, I like this spot. You can see all the frog symbolism of the Sheikah all over the place. But with Yiga clan symbols, of course, rather than Sheikah symbols. I guess these are kind of the new version of Sheikah stones. You can't bonk them. Oh, come on. And all their bodies have rolled down, so there's not really anything that I'd be able to get without backtracking several seconds, so I'm just gonna head back up. Hurry on over to the Yiga clan hideout. Just gonna take this duplex bow, because they're really nice. No, I did not want the knight's bow that I just dropped. I wanted this. Duplex bow. A bow favored by the skilled archers of the Yiga clan. It's been engineered to fire 2 arrows at once, to ensure your target comes to a swift and not in a too pleasant halt. Got my bananas and rupees. It's funny that the Yiga clan members are the only ways to just get rupees in this game, but they tend to give you less rupees than most other enemies. Oh, look at all the creepy toads. Oh my god, why is there a mob in here too? I'm gonna run past these guys. No, go away. Oh wow, look, I'm about to get into your hideout. Go away. You too, go away. Look, I'm in, look at that. Whoa. Hey. Stop it. Come on. Go poof right in here. I didn't actually think he would teleport right next to me. I was expecting him to appear like in the middle of the room or something. But no, he's just popped out next to me. What a nice guy. So considerate. Anyways, we're at the Yiga clan hideout. Lots of torches abound here because you need them for puzzles. But thank you so much for joining me, everybody. Thank you to anyone who's joined me in the chat here, which is Scroll Up, Shiny Hunting Shiny Mew, Tom Chippy, and Harvok. Yes, there we are. So I'm going to get you a nice view after I've saved. Nice view of this ominous place. These are actually Gerudo statues. Why did the Sheikah claim them? Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. never realized they just took a Sheikah temple, or the Yiga just took a Gerudo temple of some sort. That's kind of rude. But anyways, thank you so much. I'm heading out. I have stuff to do today. So yeah. So thank you so much, everybody. Bye, Tom Chippy. Bye, everyone.